The wind howled through the ancient trees, carrying whispers of forgotten glory. An old man sat beneath a sacred tree, his eyes hollow, his soul heavy. Once he had everything: power, wisdom, admiration. Now he had nothing but his own regret. Time had stripped him bare, leaving him lost in a world that no longer remembered his name. A saint, wise and observant, sat beside him, sensing his turmoil. "Let me tell you a story," he said, his voice calm yet commanding. "Long ago in a mighty kingdom, there was an elephant named Virat and his Mahavat, Rajan together. They were legends. When Virat charged into battle, enemies crumbled before him. His mighty roars shook the heavens. His presence long turning the tides of war. Rajan, his trusted driver, guided him with precision, their bond unbreakable. But time is merciless. The wars ended, and peace silenced the battlefield. Without once the terror of war grew old. His tusks dulled, his muscles weakened, his roar mere echoes of their former might. Rajan too old, their days of glory becoming distant memories. One fateful day, Virat wandered too far along a muddy riverbank. The earth betrayed him, his mighty legs sank deep into the sludge. He struggled, roared, and thrashed, but the mud held him captive. The villagers gathered, desperate to save the fallen king. Ropes snapped, pulleys failed, and every effort seemed in vain. The great warrior of the past was now helpless, sinking deeper into the earth. Then came Rajan, his body frail, his steps slow, yet his mind sharp as ever. He saw his old friends despair and knew that brute force would not save him. He closed his eyes, then called out in a voice that cut through the chaos. "Virat, the battlefield calls. The enemy is upon us. Rise, my friend, rise." The air shifted. Virat's ears twisted. His fierce eyes flickered with a fire long thought extinguished in his mind. He was no longer an old elephant trapped in a mud. He was the warrior, the conqueror, the nightmare of the battlefield. His ears fluttered, his legs tensed, and with a thunderous roar, he surged forward. The mud could not hold him. He rose, towering over the onlookers, victorious once more. The villagers erupted in cheers, but Rajan simply smiled, his eyes moist with pride. His friend had not been weak, he had merely forgotten who he was. The saint looked deep into the old man's eyes. "Do you see?" he asked. "We all sink into the mud of despair, forgetting who we once were. But the battlefield still calls, my friend. Your journey is not over. Rise." Something in the old man shifted. His hands steadied, his breath deepened, and his eyes, once dull with regret, gleamed with purpose. The battlefield was calling, and this time he would answer.